Hey everybody, this is Lee from PlayGuitarAcademy. I help frustrated guitar players get back to getting better at the guitar. This whole week is about welcoming you back to the guitar. This is for people who've put the guitar down for a while and they're coming back to it. They want to have a better time with their second shot at the guitar, and I've got some really helpful tips for you. And the first one is remembering why you started playing guitar in the first place. Why did you do that? That's the ultimate gut check. Learning guitar is huge. There's so many different styles. There's so many different techniques, and there's nothing stopping you from learning all of them. The problem is they don't all mix well. And what do I mean by that? Why the different styles? Let's take an example. So let's say that you want to be a blues guitar player, but for some reason you have a nylon string classical guitar, and you practice. But the way that technique works for a nylon to make the finger style and to make the guitar sound the best may not be what the techniques you would use for blues guitar. So if you're spending your time working on that when you have a goal of being a blues guitar player, it can throw you off track. Another thing is spending some time to nail down what that goal would be. What is it that you really want to be able to do? Remembering why we got into guitar in the first place. What's the reason you're here? That is so hard to stay focused on because it's so big, because guitar's so big. So really having that, nailing down your goal, remembering why you got into guitar in the first place will keep you moving forward. Number 3, plan to periodically evaluate what you've been doing and ask yourself, will this actually help me achieve my goal? And if it isn't, if you're working hard on something that's not going to get you to your goal, and I've been there, I've done this many times, what you should do is stop it right away. Don't go down that path. Don't go off into a tangent. You will end up frustrated in the long run. Guarantee it. Just stop it. Wait till later and get back on the trail for the goal that you want to achieve. If you have all day to practice guitar, and I've been there, there's been times in my life where I had lots and lots and lots of time to practice. If you've got all day to practice guitar, that's great. And so explore, do those, but realize that it may not be that way forever. Most likely it's not going to be that way forever. So I would think a better way to go is to focus on that main goal that you have first. Now that you have all this time, be intent also with your practice. Go for that goal first with all that time that you have. And then once you achieve that goal, then start experimenting and trying new things. The next reason why it's really important to remember why you got into guitar in the first place, and that's to fight off discouragement. And I know from dealing with a lot of frustrated guitar players, discouragement is we all feel from time to time. So I think one of the best ways to go about that is to periodically listen to the type of music that you want to play in the first place. It's natural. We all move on to different things. We all branch out, but when we all move on to different things, when you get reminded of the dream, the reason you're putting all this time in, it can make those times that are not so successful fun again. And you just get the feeling that you're back on the path and the feeling that you're in the right direction. That's something that I really try to do. I really try to help people with. Get back on the path. Or if they didn't even know there was a path, to bring them into that narrow path where you start knocking down these basic skills that are going to really push you forward on the guitar. It can be very encouraging to take that time to listen to the music. Also, to fight off discouragement, is something once you're an intermediate player and you start playing in bands, then you're dealing with people. And that's your plans can get derailed easily when you're in a band. And let's talk about that. Just because you have gigs, that doesn't mean you're gonna be happy. Other people that you're playing with, or other people, they might have their own plans and different plans than you. And other people can be very convincing, and they can put you in situations that you're dealing with. You've decided it's worth it to deal with that, but underneath it all, you're not very happy. And remembering why you started learning the guitar in the first place and lining that up. So here's why I am today, and here's where I started. And here's the reason why I wanted to play guitar in the first place. We lose that sometime, but lining those up and looking at the two with your current situation, that can help you with some tough decisions that you might have to make. Leaving a band, or starting your own band, or finding the group of people who their dreams and their what they want their band to be able to play, and moving in a different direction. And that's a tough decision, especially when you like the people that you're playing with, but it's just not working out for you. But lining those up makes your decisions a lot easier. We're talking about people who have quit guitar and who are coming back to the guitar and remembering why you get into the guitar in the first place. But this is a good idea for pretty much everyone, not just people who are returning to the guitar. We get, as musicians, we get stale over time. We take the wrong path sometimes. And sometimes it might feel like you're going in the right direction, and eventually you realize, okay, this isn't working out the way I thought it would. Even just listening to music that you wanted to play, that type of guitar player that you wanted to be, make it so easy to make a course correction. It's very, when we're looking at all the things that we could do and all the opportunities that are there for us, most of the times they don't feel as good than if you were to keep working at a direction that you initially wanted to in the first place. Hey, thanks so much for watching the video. Head on over to PlayGuitarAcademy.com/chord guide. That's my guide to clear sounding chords. If you're starting back up again in chords where you're struggling point, this will really help you make sure that you make all the small adjustments to make it come out clear every single time. I appreciate you liking and subscribing the video, and check out the other videos in this series. I'll see you soon.